The biological ascension, unlocking the dormant blueprint. The heart is the conductor. For decades, the standard medical model taught us that the brain was the undisputed CEO of the body, sending orders down to the heart and organs. But revolutionary research from the HeartMath Institute has turned this hierarchy upside down. We now know that the heart sends significantly more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. This communication happens through neurological pathways, biochemical signals, and, most importantly, through electromagnetic energetic fields. The heart's electrical field is about 60 times greater in amplitude than the brain's, and its magnetic field is approximately 5,000 times stronger. This means the heart is not just a pump, it is a master oscillator. When we practice intentional kindness, justice, and purity, we create a state called physiological coherence. In this state, the heart's rhythm becomes a smooth, sine wave-like pattern, which then entrains the brain and the nervous system. This coherence acts as a key, turning on higher-order cognitive functions and emotional stability that are otherwise inaccessible. This is the mathematics of kindness in real time. By following laws of conduct and consciousness, we aren't just being good, we are optimizing our biological hardware to receive a higher software signal. We are literally practicing the physics of ascension, proving that our superpowers, heightened intuition, rapid healing, and deep empathy are simply the natural results of a heart in harmony with the source. The myth of junk DNA. In the late 20th century, geneticists were baffled to find that only about 2% of our DNA actually codes for proteins. The remaining 98% was dismissively labeled as junk DNA, evolutionary leftovers with no purpose. Today we realize this was one of the greatest scientific miscalculations in history. Projects like ENCODE, Encyclopedia of DNA Elements, have revealed that this dormant DNA is actually a massive, complex control panel of regulatory elements and switches. It is a liquid crystal genome that acts as a biological antenna, responding to the frequencies of our environment, our emotions, and our intentions. This dormant code is waiting for the right key to be turned. Studies in epigenetics have proven that our thoughts and environment can literally signal our genes to turn on or off. This suggests that superpowers, the edge case phenomena of human potential, are not mythical additions to our biology, but pre-existing features that have been powered down by fear, stress, and low-velocity living. When we elevate our consciousness through practices of purity and justice, we are sending a specific frequency to our DNA, requesting an update. We are moving from a two-strand reality to a multi-dimensional awareness, proving that the blueprint for a superhuman is already written inside us, waiting for the observer to acknowledge it. The maximum potential, the Jesus frequency. This leads us to the ultimate question. What happens if a being reaches 100% of this potential? Throughout history, we have seen avatars who seem to operate outside the known laws of physics. Was Jesus a being at the maximum potential possible? From the perspective of the divine blueprint, Jesus can be seen as the prototype of the new human, a being whose heart, mind, and DNA were in 100% coherence with the source. His miracles, healing the sick, walking on water, and the resurrection, were not magic in the sense of breaking laws, but rather the application of higher dimensional physics that we are only beginning to understand. He operated on a frequency of purity that allowed him to interact with the wave function of reality directly. By living a life of absolute kindness and justice, he maintained a biological state that was unfiltered. He was showing us the end state of the blueprint. When he said, "Greater things than these you shall do," he was not speaking in metaphors. He was describing a biological and spiritual inheritance. He was the maximized being, a living proof that when the heart is pure and the mind is clear, The superpowers we seek are actually our natural birthright. We are not sinners trying to be saints. We are infinite beings in a temporary, reducing valve, learning how to turn the lights back on. The catalysts of ascension. We are finding that laws of conduct are actually laws of resonance. Kindness is not a suggestion. It is a frequency that protects the heart from the static of low-level interference. Justice is the alignment of our personal will with the mathematical balance of the universe. Purity is the clearing of the lens so that the light of the source can pass through us without distortion. These are the catalysts that allow us to tap into our fuller potential. They are the guards at the gate, ensuring that no one can access the higher CDs or superpowers without first attaining the moral maturity to use them for the good of the whole. The future of humanity is not in silicon or machines. It is in the bio-spiritual awakening of our own selves. The superpowers are closer than we think. They are hidden in the next breath, the next act of selfless service, in the next moment of deep, heart-centered awe. We are the architects of our own evolution. By choosing the path of the heart, we begin to download the truth of who we really are. We realize that the dormant DNA was never junk. It was the reserved space for the glory that is about to be revealed. The blueprint is complete. It is simply waiting for us to say yes to the infinite wonder. Stay creative, stay kind, be curious, and keep exploring life.